Which fragrance is your favorite? Yes? Hello my lovelies, welcome back to this fragrance channel. Today I'm talking about 10 sexiest perfumes for women. I haven't done this video in a while, so I thought I would do an update. There's quite a few new ones on this list, so let's get going. Let's start off with the newer release, and it is the new La Vie est Belle Lancome. This is the elixir version, and man do I love it. This is just magic. It's one of those that isn't too sweet, and usually La Vie est Belle was just so sugary sweet. It was a bit too much. This one is much more of a woodier violet scent. You can really smell like perma violet sweets in here. They're just lovely, they're intense. The whole fragrance is warm without being too syrupy sweet. It's still very elegant, it's sexy, it stays on the skin for a long time. It's just, for me, this utter perfection in a fragrance, and because it's a newer release, you'll smell unique, you'll smell different. Moreover, we've just recorded a video with my husband and his friend reacting to different fragrances, and they both absolutely love this fragrance, although they have quite different tastes. So this is just like a no-brainer, beautiful fragrance that you can just buy and really enjoy, and everybody around you will as well. Next up, we've got a rose scent, but a bit different, a bit sexier rose. Rose can be perfect for those like daytime work situations, but this is no shy rose scent. It is Café Rose from Tom Ford, and this is a patchouli, herbal, sexy rose. It's so deep and a bit dark, a bit more woody, a bit more vampy, but still a bit romantic because it's a rose after all. I think that this fragrance just hits all the right sort of notes, and it makes this fragrance so good. And it reminds me a little bit of Portrait of a Lady from Frederic Malle, which is one of the most famous rose fragrances. So if you want something that is kind of similar on a designer budget, really sexy, really beautiful, then this fragrance is stunning. I want to thank also the sponsor of today's video. You can see all the beautiful jewelry today that I'm wearing. It's all from Idol, who's sponsoring this video. I love Idol. I have been wearing their Lena or Lena necklace for a year and a half now, nearly every single day. I've only recently swapped it to these two because they're newer, but I literally wore, you can go back in my videos, it's literally there on every single video. I've been wearing it non-stop, showering, going to the gym, because that's the pro of Idol. Their jewelry is made of 14K gold and also sustainable lab-grown diamonds, so it's a really long-lasting piece of jewelry you're getting. And also a bit of a unique factor for Idol is that they make modular jewelry pieces. So you've got one base, so a stud, you buy that, and then you've got different add-ons that you can use for your jewelry. So you've got so many options. I here have got quite a few. I've got this new pair of add-ons that add on to the stud at the top, and it's clipping onto this diamond that is pear-shaped at the bottom. I have got quite a few add-ons now, so you can really customize and personalize your look. They've got so many add-ons, drop-down earrings, like different sort of little and a bit more prominent pieces, so they're good for every single occasion. You can just wear the studs, for example, for every day if you prefer a more casual look, and then really jazz it up for special occasions. They also come in absolutely beautiful packaging. You feel like you're getting this really luxurious piece of jewelry, and they're very well made. Check out Idol, I'll link it in the description, and let's get to the next fragrance. Next up, we've got a very sexy rosy oud fragrance. This is such a smooth velvety oud. It is Oud Satin Mood from MFK. They're EDP, they're Extrait, it doesn't really matter which one you get. They're both absolutely just astronomical in terms of the projection and longevity. They're really strong. I mean, across my collection, there is rarely a fragrance that matches this. It is such a pleasure to wear. It's a sexy, I would say, heel date, or even going out like clubbing or to a bar. it's very appropriate because this fragrance even smells like dim, you know, bar lights. Maybe you're listening to some jazz music and you are on a date. It just smells really mysterious, luxurious, expensive, cozy, and it lasts phenomenally, and the projection is so strong. So if you like to exude this confidence, this sexiness, a bit of seduction, Oud Satin Mood, I think, is the fragrance for you. Next up, a fragrance that I just know from so many comments of you sharing, and also my husband absolutely is obsessed with the scent. Personally, when I smelled this, I would never say, oh, this is like a sexy scent. But it is like a very sexy scent. For men, it's Burberry Elixir. For me, it's a sweet sugar bomb of a scent. It's cotton candy, it's chantilly cream, it's just loads of sugar, basically, marshmallows, that sort of a smell. It's so fun and bubbly, personality. It's just a fun ass scent. It's extremely strong. Be careful because it can become a bit cloying, but if you are into sugary, sweet, fun scents, then wear something like this. This fragrance just has got a hold on men. I think most men like really sweet fragrances, and this one is totally that. So get it and thank me later. Next scent is a power beast. This one is a sexy, sensual, badass scent, and it is Cheeky Smile by Jusbox. This scent is one that is a bit similar in a vibe to Baccarat Rouge 540, but without the hospital smell and a bit less sweet. It's much more woody, ambroxan, like the Baccarat Rouge, just loads of ambroxan, cashmere. It's such a strong scent as well, so you don't have to worry about scent payoff with this one. Absolutely not. This is such a badass fragrance. It just screams like sexiness, powerful energy. My husband just says that this is like naughty perfume. Like when he smells it, he's like, oh, he gets a bit shy. And I think this fragrance is just meant to be worn, and meant to be worn with a lot of it on. So if you like that, if you like very powerful, strong scents, maybe you're tired of Baccarat Rouge and fragrances like this, try something like this because it doesn't smell literally like Baccarat Rouge, but it's definitely similar scent profile vibes. Next up, a very sexy scent. It is a Rouge Smoking. It was my first BDK scent that I just couldn't get out of my head, and this is a very sexy red heels sort of fragrance. It's mysterious. It's very spicy. It smells kind of bubblegummy a little bit. I say it smells like a pink Orbit chewing gum. If you're from Europe, perhaps you know which one I mean. I don't think they've had it here in the UK. I've never seen it, but I know in Europe it was available. I don't know if it still is. That's sort of a super like peppery, cinnamony spice. This has got it. It's got a lot of sweetness, but also this soft, really creamy floral, just a little bit undulating and dancing in that fragrance. It's tonka bean. It's just rich, but in this like earthy, soft, mysterious way. It's just insanely gorgeous. It's Moorish, and I just wish it projected a little bit more. You can apply it, and then after a few hours, I would say reapply it. That's the only downside of this fragrance. I just personally prefer a stronger sillage, but you might be different. And also the scent profile, I wasn't able to find this scent profile stronger yet. Maybe they will come out with the extra version of this. I wish, I really wanted them to, but for now, this is the one that you need to get. It's so good. Like, promise me you'll at least get a sample of it, because you just will fall in love with it. You want to wear it all the time, I know. So I'll link my favorite sampling website also in the description, so you can get a sample of this and let me know what you think about this one. Next, super sexy fragrance, but also crowd pleasing. It is C. Armani, the new intense version of this year. Yeah, I think they've come out with the new intense version for this year. This is just what the doctor ordered. This is such a likable scent, and again I hear people absolutely loving it, and it's just a good scent. It's those bitter black currant and the black currant leaves, but this one, it's got a bit more ambery warmth to it, especially on the skin. It just dries down to be this spicy, warm, delicious vanilla, and I prefer the dry down of the intense version to the original C. It's just much more of this sexy fragrance. Armani C, I would say, is more of a daytime fragrance, whereas the intense, it has got that bit of booziness, that warmth, that just sex appeal. It's just gorgeous. Next up, a newer fragrance in my collection, and we have to have at least one fragrance that features tuberose in this list, because tuberose is one of those notes that really is just made to be a sexy scent. Carnal flower is one of those fragrances that have got tuberose in there, and it's considered one of the sexiest fragrances. I've heard, I remember when I was first trying it, that fragrance makes people really shy because it just smells so sexy, and I feel quite similar about this. It's Private Talk from Valentino. It's the new Anatomy of Dreams collection, and this is quite a special tuberose. It is creamy, I would say really inviting, but what is unique about this, it has got the most delicious cappuccino note. It's there, it's so realistic. It's literally like you're smelling milky coffee. It's just delicious. You've got a bit of that cream, and that cappuccino has got the froth, but then also this really just addictive coffee. Just smelling it in the air, it's so good. I haven't smelled such a realistic cappuccino accord ever, so this is truly something very special, and if you're a fan of tuberose, this will make you smell absolutely sexy. Next up is another idyllic white floral, and it is Rouge Malachite from Armani. This scent is damn sexy. It's not only extremely creamy, it's also spicy. It's a beautiful floral, so finely blended. My nose can really pick up that these florals are high quality, especially in the dry down. You can really tell a difference between cheap white florals in some designer fragrances that just smell horrible on the skin in the dry down, and a bit high quality florals that beautifully blend into the skin. And this, I think it smells better and better as you wear it. The scent will stick around forever on your skin. So it's a very powerful scent, but yet because it's so creamy, it's not too much, which I find that is really sexy, because you're not screaming for attention. You'll be smelled, but it'll be like this soft, welcoming scent that draws you in, not I want to poke you in your eye with my scent. You know what I mean? So beautiful, beautiful scent. Another scent, this one might be the sexiest one of them all. This makes me shy when I smell it, and it is Psychedelic Love by Initio. This scent is truly unique and so niche. I love the playfulness of it. It's this heliotrope, hedione, ylang-ylang, a bit of white floral plasticiness almost. It's just very sexy. It's got this vampy, dungeon, BDSM sort of a vibe. It will make you very shy. It's super sexy, dark, seductive, really intense, kind of sweet, just really intriguing. The only fragrance that kind of comes close to that is Pegasus from Parfum de Marly. That fragrance also makes me shy when I smell it, but it's much more colder and metallic. This I find warmer, but it has got that heliotrope, almondy, almost plasticky but creamy smell. It's so intriguing, so niche, just a really good and unique fragrance. So if you're looking for something like this, I highly recommend you try this. And of course, have a look at Idol Jewellery. They make stunning pieces. And let me know in the comments what is one fragrance that makes you feel the sexiest. I really want to know. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll link all of these fragrances and any samples, of course, if I can find them for you, so you can test them as well in the description of this video. I also sometimes pop some discounts there if I ever have any, or sometimes I have got, you know, like a secret information from emails of like what sales are coming up that I also will let you know. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.